Tuesday again.
It is.
I'm excited to be here talking to people.
Or the camera.
Yes. But I have one thing that I want to touch on today. It's about control issues.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So I have an issue that I always had this issue since I was a kid. I suffer from motion sickness. And so that means that I cannot be a passenger. I have to be the one driving. I have to be the driver. I can't if I'm a passenger, I just get motion sickness. I fight it, but a lot of times I can't. That is just one of the issues though. The motion sickness can get to be worse depending on the driver as well. Right? And so apparently, I can't drive. They took the keys from me because I can't see, which I think is a lie.
So then why are you going in for surgery? If this is a lie, why are they requiring that you go in for an outpatient procedure concerning your eye? And why do you have to sit so close up to a TV in order for you to see?
I can see, but sometimes on the TV, I like to check out what's in the background.
No. Now you're making things up. And I don't think this is about control. So let me just say that, first of all. I think right now we live in a society where we find something to complain about. There's not a whole lot to complain about. And so if we're going to complain about who's driving, then that's an issue that you need to address. That's a heart issue, not a control issue. Because I generally, do I or do I not, and I will say this, I will admit this to everybody that's watching, I do have control, not issues, let's not call them issues. We have control abilities, right? We have management abilities, we have that sort of thing. So yes, I will say that is something that I deal with. But correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I
will correct.
I'm sure you will.
I will
but
correct.
Out of the whole time that we have been married,
Yes.
the whole time that we have been together,
Yes.
how often have I fought about me driving?
Many times.
No, recent, yes, but
No.
not before this eye issue.
Okay, so this is the thing.
This was not an issue before the eye
and this
issue.
is why I think it's a trust. Well,
Trust.
It jumps into
so
trust.
now we're going into
It
trust.
jumps into trust. But
You
look,
see, the
let's-
more we talk about it, the more we find out what the true issues are.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
Yes, because one thing just escalates to the other one, right? So
For you.
So
For me,
the-
it's just an eye issue.
the reason why you never fought before because you didn't say it, that doesn't mean that you really were okay with it. You would say things like, are you going 35 miles an hour on a 40 miles? Or you would say like, why did you take the long way? Or you would say, well, everybody's passing you. Or you would say little things like that throughout the time, you were just finding the right moment to say you can't drive no more. And you found the right moment by some diagnose, a doctor that I don't even think he knows what he's talking about.
So why are you allowing him to do anything to your eye?
He
If
keeps
you
a-
don't think that this doctor knows, and see, this is all just nonsense.
He keeps
honestly,
rescheduling. He
because even if I was complaining, because dear, you do drive like an old lady. I won't even say an old man, like an old lady. There are times
Well, you
when
know-
the speed limit is about 10 miles over what you actually drive.
Well, do you remember-
But we're not here to argue. My thing is this, is that even if I was complaining in the passenger seat because I don't like your driving, I never fought to have the keys. This was not an everyday fight. I didn't sit there and complain and say you do not need to be driving. I never said that once.
No, you didn't say it.
Until we got to a place where we almost got hit on my side of the car and you were driving because you could not see the vehicle.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration.
No, it is not.
No, it is.
So every other time
It is.
you exaggerate, but today this is true.
That was a little bit of an exaggeration,
We almost got hit.
right? And so we didn't almost get hit. And so, but anyways.
I think this is something that you need to check yourself on.
And so
Because it's more about machismo, this machismo attitude that you have to be the one that's driving, more than it is
It has
about.
nothing to do
It
with
has
that.
everything to
It has
do with that.
everything to do with my motion sickness.
Okay.
And it makes it worse that you wait till the last minute to brake whenever we have a car in front of us. It makes it worse whenever
You're complaining.
you tend to
You're complaining. They
be
don't want to
heavy-
hear all your
be
complaints.
heavy on the foot.
Yeah, I am
right?
heavy on the foot. I will say that.
And so it,
Because
it
I
makes
want to
it-
get to where I'm going. There's a purpose of why we're driving.
And so, yes, the motion sickness gets even worse when it comes to that kind of thing because you're like going too fast or braking too fast, and then I'm trying to hold on for dear life. I don't know
Y'all,
what's going to
y'all
happen.
please be praying that this surgery happens, because this right here, this is one of those things that this has been an issue since I haven't let him drive anymore. This has been an issue, and so just be in prayer. He's scheduled to have the surgery or the procedure on June 24th, so it's coming up very soon. He's going to be going in and doing a COVID testing for the outpatient procedure because they're required to do that. And so I am excited to see it happen so that we can move past this part of our life, right? Because I'm ready to move past it.
Yes, I'm excited because I feel dizzy all the time. Every time I'm barely like I get to
But
church,
you should
I
be
get to-
driving.
No, I feel dizzy because I'm the passenger on the passenger side. I need to be driving.
Okay.
I need to be driving. That's the thing, right? And it has nothing to do with anything. So because
It has everything to do with everything. It has everything to do with your inability to just let go. You know, one of the things that I feel that we've experienced in our church has been a lot of change. And, you know, I know that it's hard to deal with change. It is hard to deal with the way things are moving in different directions and things because we're not accustomed to that.
It is hard.
And so you are not accustomed to not driving. So I do know that it is a hard change for you. But just as I would tell the church, and I will tell you, I'm willing to do whatever I need to in order to help make that process easier.
now preach it, sister.
Now, that's all I can do. But I do enjoy being married to you. I do enjoy the banter that we have that goes on in our lives all the time. I do
Hey,
enjoy
like-
those things.
like,
Therefore, I do want to keep you around a lot longer than what you are attempting to go for here.
Like when we went to the store and the alarm went off.
That wasn't funny. But we do have some good news, y'all. And that wasn't, the alarm did not go off. Let me just fill y'all in on what happened. We're walking out of a store, and he decides to make a really loud alarm sound. He literally started making this alarm sound, and everybody turns around and looks at us and just thinks it's
Oh,
so hilarious.
They looked at you because they thought you were stealing something.
Anyways, not funny. We do have good news, though. Yesterday they came in and they installed the new AC.
Yes, yes.
So that's fun.
I feel like I'm in Alaska right
Yeah.
now. It's freezing cold.
It actually works.
Freezing cold. Yes.
It actually works, so
Yeah.
that's good. And then the other good thing happening is our kids are going to start meeting again July 5th.
Yes.
So
that's
we're excited
exciting
about
news.
that. They will have to pre-register. They will have to have temperature taken, and we will need to have our volunteers wearing masks, working with our babies. You
Yes.
know, we don't require it during service, mainly because we feel like as adults, you need to decide. You know, if you
Yes.
want to wear a mask, we encourage you to wear a mask. But our children, you know, we want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to where they are protected completely. They don't really have a whole lot of options there, and you can't really be putting masks on babies and stuff. And so we want to do what we can to keep them safe.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes. And so I do want to end the video today by telling you guys that it's weird how one thing connects to the other one, and we start realizing how imperfect we are, and we need God in every aspect in our lives. You see, to me, it started with the driving thing, right? I felt like when I am driving, I'm in control of keeping the family safe. I feel unsafe when I don't drive, right? And so, but that thing led to trust issues, right? Because now, after I realized that my wife is driving, how much am I trusting that she's gonna be doing the job that she has signed up for, which is my chauffeur? And so, so one thing leads to another, and you start realizing how imperfect we are, right? And I think God is sovereign in every single way. So he takes us to different seasons in our lives to show us where we need to get better, to show us where we need him, where we felt like I need to be driving, and actually the Lord is telling us, listen, I got this, right? I know the world seems uncertain. I know the life seems complicated, but I got this. If you can trust God that he is in control, we can let go of the wheel. And so I want to leave
And
you.
actually be okay with being the passenger.
Yes.
I agree.
And so I want to leave you with that. Trust the Lord in everything you do. Do not lean on your own understanding. Have a blessed week.